minute or two to give some people a chance to come in because Restream is broadcasting this across 8 channels. So we're going to give everybody a chance to come in. And as you can see, the bandwidth on the computer that I'm using is being a little sluggish, right? A little choppy, a little sluggish. But I'm using Wi-Fi here at the hotel. So, it's what's to be expected. You can't really expect much in these circumstances. So I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are having a great day, a great beginning of the week. It's Monday. And this begins, I guess you can say, the second week of my tour because I started last Monday, I guess. Sunday night. I left Sunday night for Phoenix and stayed in the hotel in Phoenix the Sunday night. So, yeah, I guess you could say this begins the second week of my journey. I'm just visiting clients for my company, Biomed RX Incorporated. These are healthcare facilities and other, hospitals and other healthcare facilities. I do biomedical engineering consulting. I am a clinical engineer, and I also do electrical systems, right? Hospital electrical systems. So depending on the hospital that I go to, I'm fulfilling one or another need. And the most important thing that I'm accomplishing here now is that I'm establishing the footprint of my company, Biomed RX, right? I'm establishing my presence in the face of all of my clients. A certain amount of your business has to be done face to face. You have to put in face time with your clients. You have to let them know, especially if you're offering service, if you're doing a service offering, you have to let them know that you're there, that you're present. And I am in Los Angeles, right? My business location, the office is in Beverly Hills. So I am expanding eastward with the company, right? Well, also including Hawaii and Alaska and some parts of Canada. But for the most part, I'm starting off on the West Coast and I'm expanding eastwardly. The thing about working west of the Mississippi is that things are very spread out, right? They say that the East Coast is big vertically and the West Coast is big horizontally. So if you're out here on the western half of the United States, then you have to do a lot of driving or flying, but you have to do a lot of travel in order to reach your clients. So if you're building a business, especially a service business, that's an additional challenge. You have to put in some windshield time behind the windshield of your car. If you're going to build your business by hand, if you're going to establish your clientele relationships by hand, and every stop on my trip is profitable because I get paid from my clients. So it is what you call work. If you leave somewhere wealthier than when you left, that's called work. So I don't really mind doing it. I appreciate the opportunity and the freedom that I have, which allows me to kind of pick up and roll along like a rolling stone and visit clients and do what I have to do. If this much new business, if I was able to generate this much new business in the fourth quarter of 2023, here we are in damn near November of 2023, then that means that 2024 promises to be an even busier year. So I'm looking forward to that. But I'll give you guys a chance to see, what it is that we've done, where we've been, and you can see I started off here in 8306 Wilshire, Beverly Hills. That's the Biomed RX address. And let me make sure you guys are only getting one mic. Because the last time I showed you guys this, there was an echo, and I don't like that. So, yep, started off, we hit 1, 2, 3 clients, in Phoenix, Arizona, and in the same day, all right, this was, well, actually it was Sunday night, and then Monday I shot up to Vegas and crashed. You see, that's the trick, right? Drive and then sleep, all right? Don't sleep and then drive. In other words, don't wake up, even if you're planning on waking up in the middle of the night or 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning, and then try to drive a long distance and then visit your clients. You don't want to do that. You don't want to be all greasy and sweaty and all of this from having, driven and, bedraggled and defraggled. You don't want that, right? So as you can see, Tuesday, I knocked out these clients here in Vegas, Las Vegas. Wednesday was an all-day drive. Okay, this was a 12-hour drive all the way from Las Vegas, Nevada, across the state of Utah, all the way up to Denver, where I had a few more clients to see. And since I've already seen them, we're going to close those. All right. Thursday morning is when I took care of them and drove out to Wyoming. I will say that Wyoming was very challenging for this trip because Wyoming is wide open and there's not much there. Actually, there's nothing there. So you have to always make sure that your car is on full, that your gas tank is full. Every opportunity, even if you have 3/4 of the tank, just make sure that your gas tank is always topped off, because you're going to find areas when you're driving across the great American West where you will pass many miles between gas stations, and so you don't want to get stuck out, and especially when it's cold and when there's ice on the ground and it's snowy and it's a bit dangerous. It's beautiful driving in the snow, but it's very dangerous. So Friday was a very challenging day. As you can see, I started in Rawlins, Wyoming, Cheyenne, Wyoming, Douglas, Wyoming, crossed the state all the way to Powell, Wyoming, and the clients in Powell, of course, by the time I got there, they were all gone, right? Because it was 6:30 actually when I got there, so it was after business hours. But they were gracious enough to open up, to come in and open up. They understand how difficult it is to get to such a location as Powell, Wyoming, and they were very cool. So not yesterday, day before yesterday, I did another 12-hour drive from Powell, Wyoming, all the way across the great Pacific Northwest. And I did live videos. I don't know how good the quality is, just like I'm not sure how good the quality of this video is, but you can check them out. The sound wasn't working. What happened is I installed Restream on my phone, and then the phone rang during a podcast, and I switched over to answer the call. Somehow Restream lost the permission to use my microphone, so all of the subsequent live videos that I did using my phone didn't have sound, and I apologize for that. But technology is what it is. So now here I am in Seattle, Washington. I had a wonderful day yesterday. Ate some delicious salmon and pasta. It was great. And I'm going to see these two clients today. Actually, let's pop that back open because I gotta go there right now. And I'm going to see these two clients today. And then when that's done, I'm actually going to hit the road and I'm going to cruise down through Oregon. And I'm going to cruise down into Northern California. Now, I don't have my Northern California clients listed here because they've been my clients for quite some time. But I am driving by, and so you have to stop and like I said, FaceTime is important. But actually, I think what is it? Oh, it's November. No, it's November. So it is time for their preventative maintenance checks So I'll stop and ring the old cash register one last time before I head on down to my son back in LA. So yeah, yeah. Hopefully this video is coming in much better quality. It's 8 o'clock now. I have to find creative ways to kill time because my client is actually a couple of blocks away from the hotel. I always get a hotel close to where my first client is going to be, so that I can, take my time, have the continental breakfast, and get fresh. I packed too much. I packed too much on this trip, I have to admit. I've got a big giant suitcase. It's about yay high, and with wheels and everything on it. And since I was driving, see, the thing I like about driving instead of flying, everybody asks me, hey, why don't you fly? Why don't you fly? I will, because my telemarketer is actually giving me clients east of the Mississippi, and so I'm going to start flying to visit the clients. But the benefits to driving is that you get to carry all of your tools. You get to put a bar in the back of the car and hang up some suits if you want to bring suits. You get to carry as much clothes as you want. I'm carrying multiple laptop computers, and as you can see, multiple cameras, right? I got cameras hitting me from different angles. So I get to carry all of my hardware. I get to carry more clothes than I need. I haven't worn the same thing twice, right, since I've been on this trip. So it's good. It's good to be fresh, and it's good to have your gear. It's good to be well equipped and have your gear and roll with your gear. So that's one of the benefits to driving. Now, this month, November, this month coming up, is the LA Auto Show. All right, comes every year, and my son Kai and I go every year. So Daddy's in the market for a new car. All right, I love my Ford Edge, and the Ford Edge is a perfect vehicle for doing these road trips, these long distance trips. But I want to upgrade. I want to get an Infiniti SUV, or maybe an Escalade, or I don't know. I was even looking at the new Bronco, but I passed up a few Broncos on the road since I've been on this trip, and I'm not really that impressed. I'm not impressed with the flat up and down windshield on the new Bronco. It might be cute, but I can just see a rock popping flush right into that glass and making it break. And I can also see that windshield costing a lot of money because it's the only car made with that windshield. So, but anyway, I am in the market for a new car. I love making these road trips, and of course, the better the vehicle, the better the experience. If you're going to be crossing the American West, you don't necessarily need an off-road vehicle unless you plan on going off-road for sport or for fun. But you don't want to do it in a Hyundai, or you don't want to do it in a sedan either. I personally don't want to. So I like my crossover, right? SUV type of vehicle. I like the fact that it's a V6 and not a V8 because I don't burn that much gas. I'm getting very good gas mileage. And it's got the power that I need. It's not a slow car at all. Yeah, so I'm gonna look. But then again, I love convertibles, right? I've owned several convertibles: a Lotus Elan, a Cabriolet. I like convertibles. So I may BMW. I had a nice Z car. I might look for another convertible, but once again, I don't want a two-door coupe. I don't want a little tiny car just to have a convertible top. So it might be the Bronco after all. I don't know. We'll see. We will see at the car show. I'm going to give everything a good look. I'm going to give every manufacturer an opportunity. And we'll see. We'll see what kind of car Daddy's going to get for Christmas. Anyway, thank you for watching. I will hope you guys have a wonderful week, a very productive week like I plan on having. And stay kind, because kind is not only the new sexy, kind is the only sexy. You know that. Stay blessed and stay healthy. And I will talk to you guys on the next live. Peace.